Alright, so I gave you the last video was the bear case for if we don't squeeze. But let me give you the bear case if we squeeze. So if we're going to squeeze, and let's assume without a reverse split for now. So here's what I want to talk about the bear case as far as time is considered. Assuming we are going to squeeze, but how long could it possibly take? Well, if we assume based off the math, the worst case scenario is they have 600 million shares left. And we assume that we buy 0.42% of all volume, then that means we need to see 14 billion shares traded basically from today on. And so if you look at, like, basically if you look at the last 30 days, that would be 30 days from now. Maybe 40 days from now, if you're just going to say, okay, the last 40 days was 15 billion volume, so the next 40 days, 15 billion volume. It doesn't really work out that way because we're doing way more volume now on average than we were back then. But yeah, whether the 14.285 billion shares takes to get traded a day, a week, a month, like after that number is crossed, they're just, mathematically speaking, there should be no way they have any shares left. So if you're trying to be patient and you're looking for a date that you can expect, well, you can use this figure to start tracking the volume and determine what date you think it might land on, and or just wait for the day to come. Wait till there's 2 billion left and then start or not 2 billion, or 2 billion of the 14 billion. So for example, if it was 2 billion shares that we need traded, and we times that by 0.042, then we'd only be looking at 84 million shares traded. So obviously it would be the next day. I don't know, that's the, hold on, I did that wrong. What was I trying to do? Because that's 80, we're suggesting we would buy 84 million of those shares of the 2 billion traded. Obviously the 2 billion can come at any time. Like we've seen 1.8 billion or 1.9 billion shares traded in a single day. So yeah, but like this would be the idea. Like if it's at 2 billion or less, then you would know that, like, just based off the last 30 days of volume, like we're looking at a week or less. Like almost every week we're hitting 500 million in a day, and we're hit 300 million all the time. If you count 300 million as our average, which right now I think our 10-day average is 275 or something, times that by 5 and you're at 1.2 billion or something, right? So max, like once we get down to this number, like maximum would be like 2 weeks from then. But again, all of this could come in a day. Like we could literally do 15 billion shares traded tomorrow.